Okay, let's start this thing. Hi!
Hello.
So we're not doing predictions this time, even though we're in this setup. We drew in our predictions for Extreme Rules. We had a tie. So he's still the champion.
Champion's advantage, baby.
Yeah. But we decided we're going to do this punishment together.
Morbid curiosity on my part.
Yeah. Mine was to think, because we both watched, as I said, the DiC era G.I. Joe episode, Kindergarten Commandos. And as I said in the predictions video, this is the one where I kind of gave up. There was a trio of episodes, which actually are the very first three, about the first three on this first disc, where I just gave up. Because it was just, it betrayed everything that was G.I. Joe to me. And with the benefit of hindsight and being an adult, I figured maybe I'll go back. It's not as bad. I did watch it when I first bought that set in 2012, so maybe I'm still being too harsh on it. No, I wasn't! This episode is horrible! I hate everything about this episode. My God!
So, I didn't hate it, but, see, I didn't grow up watching G.I. Joe because my dad had this rule that if he thought it was stupid, I wasn't allowed to watch it. And, like, to this day, my dad will not shut up about one scene in an episode where they found a puddle of heavy water or something.
Yeah, and that's the least stupid thing, isn't it?
Yeah, so I just, well, like I said, it was morbid curiosity, and like I said, I think I said this in the predictive video, I had vague memories of Cobra Commander in a kindergarten class. So, you know, on one hand, if my memory is correct, that actually wasn't the episode, but basically what I was getting to, yeah, this is an episode that makes me understand my dad's rule.
Yeah, I agree with your dad on this one.
Yeah.
The Heavy Water was like the first mini-series. It's really fucking good. So, like, your dad's a science teacher, though, so I guess he's upset. But yeah, like, this is like, don't show him this episode. It certainly won't change his mind.
Yeah, and it's just, because I went in to go open mind because, you know, I love the G1 Transformers cartoon. Yeah, I have it, but when you just take a step back and look at it as an adult and without the rose-tinted glasses and nostalgia, it's silly.
Yeah.
It's just really, really silly. So I went into this episode thinking, well, it's just going to be 80s, 90s silliness. The best way I can sum this up, this is the cliche of what people think 80s cartoons are. I like I said, I didn't hate it. It was just like, this is really happening.
I can tell you what this is.
Yeah.
This is that stupid executive think that children watch the show. What do children want to see? Themselves on the TV. They want to see themselves fighting with their heroes. I was about 9 or 10 when this episode came out.
Yeah.
It was 91. Depending on what month, I would have 9 or 10. And no, I fucking don't. I hate this episode. I hate it then. I hate it now. I especially hate it the most because it is oddly relevant to today.
Yeah, that was like the first thing that went through my head.
I forgot the entire plot of this. Because I just always remember Cobra getting their ass kicked by a bunch of kindergartners, who are well-developed for kindergartners, by the way. Like,
I actually have pretty vivid memories of when I was in kindergarten. I wasn't this cognizant.
Yeah, I don't, because I wasn't this cognizant. So, they should have been at least second graders, something like that. But
Yeah, I would have
older.
bought second graders.
Yeah, but also it's a class of 6.
Yeah.
And apparently in a giant school there's only 2 teachers and 6 students.
Well,
and
if kindergarten was studied a week before the rest of the class, they would only really need the 2 teachers, but I've never heard of that being a thing.
Yeah, I've never heard of a class with 6 students. But anyway, so I don't remember that part. I forgot the basis of it is that Cobra is burning history books to sell their own modified history where it's Cobra does everything to students and brainwash them and teach them the Cobra way. I'm like, oh my God.
They're in Texas.
Yeah, that's what it is.
This episode predicted the freaking future.
Yeah! So now I hate it more. It's like, fuck, this is happening. This is happening. This is out of all the Cobra plots they could have taken, they took the dumbest one. And it works! Is the worst part.
Oh, see, it works in the real world because the real world's going through the proper channels. You know, they're printing the textbooks and selling them. Cobra just printed these textbooks and brought them to the school. Like, I was going to go, where did these come from? Who the hell was William Snakespeare?
In full costume, too.
Yeah.
They're just standing outside this is a repaint of the figure that was based on the,
Yeah.
But he is just standing outside with his ninja assistants.
And the guy with have missiles strapped to every inch of his body.
Who reminds me of Mick Foley. Like, if they ever put Metalhead in live action, they should get Mick Foley to be him. Speaking of that, like, especially the bang bang.
Yeah.
That's how he fires his missiles. Bang, 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 bang. And I always kind of like that, but I thought it was coded to his voice. Nope! Kindergarten, random people who say bang and fires his missiles.
See, I didn't even pick up on that. I just thought he was saying that because he's a crazy gun nut.
Yeah.
It didn't even occur to me that that he's sending a voice command.
Yeah.
Because, in other 80s cartoons, there's no voice commands. A guy with the missiles everywhere just gets to shoot his missiles.
Yeah.
Haha. But, yeah, so when the kid shows up and starts going bang bang, I was like, why is Metalhead going, oh no, why are his missiles launching? And
Yeah.
it was a voice command.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But not keyed to his specific voice as you think they would be.
Yeah, well, again, my biggest issue there is they just didn't really do a good job of establishing that it was a voice command.
Well,
but
to be fair, there were his early appearances established that more. This was a later in the series, but still, that's the thing you think you would want to safeguard when you have missiles strapped to you.
And honestly, I could buy kindergarten, I could buy children kicking Cobra Commander's ass if there was like a scene or a line of dialogue where Metalhead like goes to shoot them and like Cobra Commander stops and is like, no, we're not monsters, they're just children, for God's sake. Then I could maybe buy it, but no, they just beat him up and tie him up.
Yeah. And also
it happens off screen pretty much too.
And they gag him through the mask.
Except that first time when he still talked
perfectly. But when did Home Alone come out? You remember? Was it 1990?
It was the early 90s. I know that.
So I also think maybe that's part of it because it was very Home Alone with it.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, we also learned that safety scissors can cut through fucking rope.
Yeah.
Strong enough to hold a tree, Dak.
That honestly, that one just made me laugh.
And one of my personal grievances with this episode and the DiC era entirely is the way they use the B.A.T.s. Because the whole points of the B.A.T.s were they were cold, emotionless fucking robots that just went forward. You pointed them and they went forward. Hopefully none of your guys in front of them because they're going to fucking shoot them too. They're basically zombies. That's how they're introduced in the Arise Spencer Arise. It's how they're used throughout the Sunbow stuff on the comic and stuff like that. Here, they just act like normal Cobra troops. They're running away from stuff.
Like the first time when the one shrugged or whatever, it was like, wait, I thought that was a bat. Is that a guy in a suit?
Nope, that's a bat.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I like Overkill, the Bat Commander.
Yeah.
I don't mind him doing it because that's his function. He is an AI.
Yeah.
He would have climb the rope, go down, and some self-preservation.
Yeah.
But the fact that all of them do it are just like, why the fuck are you doing it? You have literally thousands of Cobra troops you could have used. Speaking of, boy, this lives to that cliche, because they have the incinerators, the guy burning, literally called the incinerators.
Yeah.
Like, the second Mercer shows up, like, retreat! I'm like, he's one dude, you're about at least a dozen with flamethrowers, make some attempt!
Yeah, that's actually my biggest problem with this, is the animation and the voice acting is so lifeless. I mean, say what you want about the Transformers cartoon. The cast was happy to be there. The animation was as error-filled as it was vibrant and interesting to watch. If this wasn't such a ridiculous concept, I would be bored.
Yeah.
Because, like, the guy... we were talking about the different actors. The guy the new Duke is just so lifeless. Yeah. He's barely saying the lines. And the other guy with the weird visor and the jersey...
Tracker.
Tracker, yeah. His voice was boring, too.
And it's sad, because a lot of them are like Road Pig is Gary Chalk. Yeah. We know they can do better. Like, a lot of them are the Beast Wars crew.
Yeah, I recognize a lot of names in the credits.
The only one giving it any effort is the voice of Cobra Commander. And I say the voice of Cobra Commander because Chris Latta was the only one to return from the Sunbow era.
Yeah.
But I heard heard that he had actually died by this point.
Oh.
And they had Scott McNeil filling him in. If that's true, then holy shit, Scott McNeil's a way better fucking voice actor I haven't created before. And I give him a lot of credit because I love him, but he was perfect.
Yeah, like if you hadn't mentioned that just now, I would have assumed it's Chris Latta.
That is why I paused the credits to see, and I didn't see him listed anywhere because he is.
Well, I saw Scott McNeil. Just
Scott McNeil. I didn't see Chris Latta. So,
okay.
So if if this is when Scott McNeil took over the role, then he has perfected that, and he's also trying.
Yeah.
He's the only one trying.
He's the only one trying. That's what killed me. It's just the voice acting was so boring, and I don't have a lot of strong memories associated with the Sunbow era, but it's just like the animation was better than this.
Yeah, it was on par with Transformers because it was a lot of the same actors, a lot of the same directors, a lot of the same crew.
Yeah.
And it was the same. I watched the special features from the Foot Locker set I have of that series, and they're talking about how the voice director,
Wally Burr?
Yeah, Wally Burr would made okay, your characters are walking through mud, so go and strain, and the animation let that down a little because they're just walking freely. But he thought about this. There's a reason people like to call DiC stands for do it cheaply.
Yeah.
I guarantee just read the line, go.
Yeah.
They got maybe 2 takes.
Yeah.
But yeah, this era, and the animation is just so stilted and off model a lot.
Yeah.
The fucking kid just yay, what the fuck? Where was he?
Yeah.
He looked like he was in a completely different cartoon.
Yeah.
The kids' models did not match the G.I. Joe and Cobra models at all.
Yeah, now that you mentioned that, yeah.
They really stood out. They do not look like they're part of this universe.
Yeah. That is one thing I do have to give it credit, though, is that not all the kids were white.
Yeah,
and the smart one who figured everything out was definitely not white. So, I mean, props there,
That may just be the coloring, I'm not entirely sure. But there were, a lot of... There was an ethic of, 6 students again. I'm like, there's only 6 of these.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's just... But yeah, I had, ADD, so the worst thing you can do at, anything. I can enjoy something as long as it's ridiculously bad, but if I'm bored, there's nothing. So the only thing really saving this episode is just how ridiculous the concept was.
Yeah.
I mean, this is I can't outright pan it. This is if you're you have a group of friends who's into doing the MST3K
Oh yeah,
thing.
this would be brilliant.
Yeah, we should take this episode over to Avery's sometime.
Yeah, we should.
But
he might have this. But yeah,
it's
this is the thing you make fun of. You can't take it seriously.
It's just
And it's not like the Sunbow series didn't have weird shit in it either.
Yeah.
It did too. They had an episode where that giant vegetables defeated Cobra because they got huge. So it's not that I can't accept weird things. I love G.I. Joe the movie which introduced Cobra Law.
Yeah.
But this one's just dumb.
Yeah.
The whole thing about it's dumb and I hate it.
Like I said, between the bad animation, bad voice acting, and not even having exposition of Cobra. Like I said, I would have been fine with most of this if Cobra Commander had just a line no, don't shoot them, they're just children. Yeah, but between those 3 things, this was just dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, there are a couple points where I had to laugh because it was so ridiculous. It's the Slice and Dice the 2 Ninjas. Whatever one doesn't talk, when he lifted up his mask to eat, he had
he had the little mustache.
Yeah,
that
that just
was
cracked
funny.
me up.
A little just 2 little hair mustache. That was great.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I also love, I had to laugh at, the Cobra base is just, Cobra!
Yeah, no police officer, knocks on the door.
Yeah, they don't, G.I. Joe, hey, what's this building with Cobra? Which
Maybe we should check that out.
Yeah, I guess just has a megaphone sporadically going, Cobra! Because someone did that, but it's not you don't cut to a line of troops.
Yeah.
It's just, in case the little kiddies don't know this is Cobra, they can't read the giant Cobra sign with the giant Cobra symbol. Put some yelling Cobra over it.
Yeah.
Again, that's
exactly one of the things where I really noticed how bad the voice acting was is during the fight scene with the vehicles. They had someone shouting Cobra, but there was nothing behind it. It was just they want me to say Cobra really loud, so I did.
Well, maybe that's because the people who shouted that were fucking bats! Bats jumped out of that vehicle, which again, they shouldn't have done, they shouldn't care, they should ram the vehicle into G.I. Joe!
Yeah.
Sorry, I love the bats, and one of the things that upset me the most about DiC is the bastardization of them. Yeah. I talk about El Dorado, the City of Gold.
Yeah.
That's where the Overkill and the bats get possessed by the ghost of conquistadors to find El Dorado. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And I'm 9 years old, and I'm too old for this shit.
To me, that sounds ridiculous, and I want to see it.
What also upset me, because it had Grunt in there, and this is supposedly in the same continuity as the original Sunbow series, where Grunt stayed behind on the alternate world in 2 of the best episodes of that series. They're oh no, he decided to come back and deal with this bullshit. Maybe that'll be the next episode for punishment.
Maybe it'll have to be.
Oh my god.
But yeah, this is just again to the people out there who talk about how something is Saturday morning stupid. This is the sort of thing they're thinking about.
Yup.
When I hear that stuff, my first thing is to show them some of the really good stuff, like some Transformers episodes covered some pretty heavy topics and whatnot.
G.I. Joe episodes covering pretty heavy topics.
Yeah, but when someone is oh, you watch cartoons, this is the kind of crap they're thinking of. I guarantee it.
One thing I really want to do at some point, and just a video on my own, is to compare what happened with the difference between Sunbow and DiC, and the perfect character for that is Low Light, giving the 2 spotlight episodes of why he is like he is.
Yeah.
The first one in the DiC series, I think we watched that at Avery's, or watched it together. Where
you told me about it.
He has the mind control helmet. There's a part of that episode I can't watch to this day, because it fucking terrifies me.
Wow.
And then the DiC one bastardizes that too. People want to complain about characters changing so and so, and the bad. This is real. You fucking betrayed the core of this character. Don't fucking bring that shit to me. I have plenty of examples.
Yeah. But I mean, this is honestly part of why it's almost a good thing I keep winning, because I'm not gonna have the strong reactions that are needed for a good punishment video.
Yeah.
But this has been great.
Yeah, people apparently love this.
Yeah.
So yay, me and Adam Pacitti.
Yeah.
At least I didn't have to say a catchphrase 10,000, 100,000 times. I tried to watch that, by the way, when I was going to bed. 11 hours, and I woke up. It got to hour 5. I'm like, nah, I'm just fucking turning that off. He got to 500 last time I saw. There was a counter. He also had to do it he had the counter, and he'd click and say it. But then they had it set up for you would donate money to charity, and he would say an additional one, so that wasn't part of the count. And people kept going, here's $50, and I can say 50 extra times. Oh, that poor man. So, I'm sure the audience would love to see shit like that, but no, we're not doing that. No.
Yeah, so,
we've gone on a lot. This is probably 20 minutes.
A few days, there will be the SummerSlam predictions.
Yes, 1 year.
With a twist.
Yeah.
We'll go into that when it happens.
Yeah. 1 year of doing these things, actually.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And for all the tens people who watch, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
This is definitely a labor of love we do.
Yeah, it's just fun.
It's definitely nothing we're ever going to get famous or do money on, but it's fun to do.
Yeah.
Even that's why the punishments aren't too bad, because I want to be able to have some fun, at least have these reactions so people can watch it.
Yeah.
So, that's all I have to say for this. Again, if we pick this again, we have plenty to choose from this era, and I'm sure we can pick some bad Transformers episodes too.
There's always Carnage in C minor.
Oh god, there's always Beast Machines. That might be punishment for you. We might have to do one where it's individualized. If we win, I watch a bad G.I. Joe, you watch something from Beast Machines.
Okay, well, anyway, we'll see. T-Dow champion, baby.
See ya.